we're very, very well versed in how we're going to develop when we're young. We're given classes in school. We know that at a certain age we might start developing. We know that we're going to start our period at a certain time. Our peers around us are talking about it. Maybe our mothers are talking to us about it. It's a more open, more understood part of life. So we're ready. We're ready for that part. Most of us are ready for that part of our life. But when we get into menopause and perimenopause, there's nothing. Nobody talks about it. Most of our mothers haven't talked to us about it, what it's going to feel like, what's going to change, what symptoms you might have. So most of us have a misunderstanding that we're going to have these horrible hot flashes like our aunt did and be all sweaty and red and have wet hair. And that's not always true for everybody. The most common symptom I hear from most women from the beginning is, I don't feel like myself, or I feel like I'm going crazy. And those are valid reasons to be seen and to be heard. Oftentimes, the most logical place to go for most women is their OBGYN, and so they do. But sometimes they're told things like, it's your age, or you're too young, or you're too old, or get over it, or power through, or I had one patient be told to get a fan for her night sweats. Just get a fan. It's very dismissive. It's almost heartbreaking because a lot of these women feel like they're going crazy. They're not themselves. They feel like their fuse is shorter than it used to be, and it's not their personality. They've never been like that before. They feel symptoms physically even, so their heart might be racing a little bit more than it used to. They can't handle stress like they used to. They're not sleeping well at night. Maybe their skin is itching. Maybe their ears are ringing. There's so many different symptoms that it's hard to put your finger on and go, oh yeah, I'm going through this phase of my life, and it's very predictable. So educating, I feel like, is the most important thing we can do. And as a sisterhood, even just supporting one another and talking about it and sharing our feelings. Every time I have an event, that women mostly like being able to speak with one another about it and go, oh, I have that symptom too, and I feel that way too, so that we feel supported and we don't feel crazy. So when I see a patient for the first time for their hormones, sometimes they have very specific symptoms and sometimes very broad symptoms. Like I said, mostly it's, I just don't feel like myself. So we sit together and we talk about their feelings, what's going on in their life, what's happening. And then we do some labs. I usually bring everybody back to go over each lab so that they can see what I'm seeing and understand what I understand. I educate them, and we rule out any other underlying problems. We wouldn't want to miss, a thyroid problem, let's say, or anemia, and blame it on hormones, or miss hormones for something else. So we do that, and together we strategize. This is definitely an area that I love because I like it to be patient-led. I want them to make decisions for their life. They should have autonomy in their care, and they should be able to have a say of how they want to treat it, if they want to treat it, when they want to treat it. And so that's what I do for them. I support them, I give them the information, and I let them do with that information what they choose to do. It's really fun to meet back with a hormone patient after they've started their treatment. They usually come in looking brighter, carrying themselves differently, full of confidence. Their relationships look like they improve. They're having better intimacy with their partners. They're having better relationships with their friends. Their fuse isn't as short as it used to be. They just feel much better about themselves, and I love that restored confidence that they have. I love the glow on their face. They'll say to me, I didn't know this symptom was my hormones. I didn't know until I started feeling better. Oftentimes, and I say it myself, I didn't know how bad I felt until I started feeling better. Feeling run down, tired, or if it's pain with intimacy, there is hope.
From urogynecology to hormone optimization, choose Dr. Nathan Garrett and the team at the Intimate Wellness Institute of Virginia.
Annie and Dr. Garrett have been amazing. If I have a concern, it gets answered right away.
There's no judgment. We pride ourselves in taking care of these problems. We're here to help you.
The Intimate Wellness Institute of Virginia. Confidence restored.